All right. So, yeah, there was some things that happened yesterday. Was some things that happened yesterday. A lot of government stuff, a lot of Trump stuff for sure. But we're not going to discuss a lot of it in detail. What we are going to discuss here is Joey Badass. We getting back on rap. We are getting back on rap and some good rap. Some good rap, unlike what we ended up experiencing last year, which is still bleeding into this year and getting pretty ugly, Karen-y, however you want to call it. We have a new potential beef brewing within rap. Joey Badass set the tone, one line ended up getting all the West Coast pretty much upset. We had two people that responded, probably some more, but if they are, they didn't really call it weight. But Rayvon was one and Daylight was the other that had a response to Joey Badass. I didn't cover those because again, I didn't really think it was going to be anything, but Joey Badass actually responded, got a whole video. Actually, I'm like, how quickly did you do this? You must be really about that action. But we have a whole new song, we have an entire video to go with essentially Joey Badass's response to Daylight and Rayvon, or basically the West Coast. So I did listen to it and watch it already, but I do want to do a reaction here quickly because this is exciting, man. It's exciting. I ain't from New York, obviously, but I do appreciate like Joey Badass basically coming out of the woodwork. Like he came out of hiding, fresh out of off his acting bag, and he's like, "Yo, like I don't appreciate everybody saying this, and that about the West Coast, knowing that New York's still here." So I appreciate him for making that move, man, and putting something else on wax and having a visual to go with it. So let's go and watch this video real quick. And then I'll talk about my thoughts because yeah, it's happening, man. It's happening, and we're gonna see if something else comes from this. We're gonna get responses back and forth, maybe from somebody else on the West Coast, maybe another one from Rayvon, maybe another one from Daylight. Who knows? But let's see here.
Conductor. Yeah, yeah. What you want me to do, bitch? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Look, hey yo. They fucked around, woke up the star seed from Marcy. Not the projects, but them Brooklyn streets with my heartbeat. 51 Hart Street, 193 Vernon Avenue. Niggas with attitudes. Man, I'm bigging up my city, that's something I had to do. Do or die, home of the gully where we let fly. 2025 on my bully, I know that men lie.
Yeah, so he already coming out the gate rapping. He already coming out the gate rapping. First of all, shout out to the Conductor beat. I feel like Conductor, now that he's working with other people outside of Griselda, like I said, I have a love hate for Griselda because I'm just a fan. I like some a little kick. I like a little kick. I'm not a fan of all the instrumentals. I know it's a lot of Derringer too, but Conductor definitely had a lot of production that had no kicks, just straight instrumental. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it is funny because this is certainly a contrast from what I said about Drake. Cause I didn't like that particular Drake song on the Conductor beat just because I didn't like the flow. But for this particular beat, I feel like Joey, like he's kind of in his bag. Like it works for him. It's a nice beat. I ain't gonna have no 808s in it, but I definitely enjoy this beat so far.
Women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't.
Well, you already know. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. So obviously hitting Cole over the head with that one. He said, "Nah, f this, man. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it all. What you got for me? I ain't running away."
Fuck it, I want all the smoke. Put my credit on the line, cause niggas can't fuck with me. We talking about it line for line. The audacity of this nigga, he must be out his mind. Haunted by the ghost of Biggie and Pac, I'm them combined. Spin.
Yeah, so now he coming at him, bro. He said, I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Like like I said, I can't do nothing but respect that, bro. Cause as long as you ain't telling, like you understand what you're in for here. You understand what you're in for. You technically started it, so might as well try to finish it. So I respect that.
Many years, mind and minds out of sight and out of mind. Now I'm front in line. All the signs saying it's my time. Swear it's all divine. Properly aligned, this little light of mine. Promise I'ma let it shine till it leave you niggas blind.
Okay. They say, I've been hiding, I've been, ain't nobody heard of me. Now I'm in the front, I'm in the spotlight. Everybody's talking about me. My name is relevant. I'm putting on for New York. The lights there, bro, shining on me. I'm about to make young niggas blind. So hey man, we ready for it.
Yeah. Spec that, ho. Yeah, check that though. Yeah. What you want me to do, bitch? I'm sorry.
Who's he beefing with? Technically at this point, I would guess Rayvon / Daylight. I had both of them together because those are the only two at least relevant people. It might have been some other people that responded, like I said earlier, but it's those two because they came out the gate responding to Joey when he had his line in his first song. West Coast dick licking. So they ain't like that. So the West Coast, especially now after what we saw last year, the West Coast is like they locked in, bro. They are really locked in. So pretty much you don't even have to say anybody's name specifically. The West Coast is just gonna ride on you as a conglomerate at this point. And after the fire too, like they're really, really like tight. Like that culture is crazy. So yeah, so that's what I would assume Joey is talking to here, because I didn't hear anybody else jump out the gate. What up, Groovy?
I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I said I'm sorry, not sorry. Bitch, I'm sorry, not. Yeah.
And now we got a beat switch. Now this one, when I heard it, I was like, this is more like the Griselda. The first one kind of, but this beat definitely on some, pure Griselda type vibes.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Shit, doctor. We got our foot on you niggas' necks, nigga. Look. And the pockets run steep, never slow leak. Nigga, what's beef, huh? Beef is when a nigga like you can't sleep, wake up with no appetite and now you can't eat, now you can't speak. Cat got.
I swear, even though again it is back to Drake, even though Drake was seemingly unbothered, and then Lil Yachty on the podcast, so he ain't bothered about that. He's unfazed. I would imagine this was how Drake was for real, especially after Not Like Us came out. I imagine he was in his compound. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't eat. I bet you that's how he was, boy. I bet you he was shook.
This tongue he been missing all week. Perfect time to separate the strong from the weak. I won't never hesitate, won't never miss a beat. No, stay calm and meditate, but know I gotta beat. Don't be alone. Pistol in my palm to pick apart you pussy niggas plotting all along. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's plotting on Joey, because he ain't been out like that. Like, he had his run. He definitely caused a buzz, a stir, and then he kind of just went away and got in his acting bag. And then I'm hoping he's back now, because I do like Joey. I'm hoping he's back. Hope he got a project, because this is technically his second song, in however many weeks. So we'll see. But I like Joey. I liked his last project. I want him to come out with something. So I'm hoping that this is like saying, along with the beef, like, I'm back and I'm ready to take on anybody. So we gonna see, man. It's like no one plotting on him, but we'll see, man.
Like, not today, Satan. In fact, me and God been having great conversations. Admiring the constellations. Every day is new thoughts and new observations. No, I gotta move forth, ain't no time for wasting. No, I'm carrying the torch for my generation with no hesitation.
I mean, again, right what we were saying, right? He said, I'm carrying the torch. You could have been carrying the torch, Joey. You could have been. Now, are you saying now that you want to carry the torch? Because I would say right now, I'm gonna ask y'all, chat, who do you believe is like running New York right now? Who is the king of New York? Because I felt like after Pop Smoke, Fabio was supposed to be the next up, but he never really got to that point, in my opinion. And we literally just talked about him like in the corny stuff that he's been doing. But Fabio was supposed to be, the next up. And then like all of a sudden, like the women started coming out the gate, like Ice Spice and stuff. But now ain't nobody mess with Ice Spice because her ice melted. She's skinny now. Ain't nobody mess with her. And honestly, like we knew people men knew why we liked her. We didn't like her raps, bro. We already knew we didn't like her raps. We just like how she was shaking. But she wasn't a good rapper. She never was a good rapper. It was just some catchy bops that she had. So Ice Spice and some other women were trying to come out the gate, but who's really like? He said 6ix9ine. Get out of here, bro. 6ix9ine. Ready for 2025 the movie? I thought it already started. It did. It did. You think NY rap is due for a comeback? It is. It is. And I think that's what Joey is trying to do here. I think that's what he's trying to do. You know, pointing to Griselda guys. But yeah, but that I mean this it's New York, but it's not New York City. With Griselda. Like, yeah, Buffalo been doing big things. Like Griselda is something you gotta deal with, but it's not New York City. And I don't think that anyone technically, especially the all the huge lovers like New York City this, New York City that, New York City is the best city in the world. They're not going to claim or give that crown to someone who's not from New York City. You know, any of the boroughs. They're from Buffalo. Griselda guy's a Buffalo guy, so I don't think so. Only heard of her, but never heard her music. If we're going off camera from you said man, but she ain't from New York though. We just talking about New York, Ash. We just talking about New York. Right now, New York City. Who's the king of New York City? I can't really think of anybody. I can't really think of anybody who's like currently just running stuff. So like New York is in that weird state again, and they seem to do this like I would say every like 3 to 5 years. Every 3 to 5 years, like New York just kind of takes a back seat to every other region. And then, somebody will come out or some movement will happen. Because I admit, New York definitely makes a lot of movements, regardless of whether people want to hate on it, whether it's dancing, something else like that. Like they'll make a new movement and then people will try to jack it. So I'll give them that. They're definitely very very influential. But it's just with rap, they just been like they really just been behind for a long time. But every now and then it'll come. Like I said, the drill movement was definitely something that everybody had to deal with. That's for sure. But Fabio was supposed to be that guy, so I don't know who. I don't know who, man. And why too wide of a spectrum we're trying. And it wasn't like that at first. New York was like the city of boom bap, but we moved so far away from that. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm 10 toes deep, you get cold feet. Nigga got the whole heat, that's what the streets told me. Written manifesto of a young G. Having premonitions, many men trying to smoke me. I'm 10
having premonitions, many men trying to smoke me. Okay, all right.
Toes deep, you get cold feet. Nigga got the whole heat, that's what the streets told me. Written manifesto of a young G. Having premonitions, many men trying to smoke me. Straight like that, yeah. Yeah, shit like that, nigga. Woo. Sweet gospel music. 2025 music.
Why you say it like that? 2025 music. I hope you back for real, Joey. But I like this though,
Damn, conductor, where'd you find this?
I like it. I like it. So, like I said, if Joey is serious about coming back, I think the lane is wide open for him to take the throne, carry the torch, like he said. It is wide open, but he gotta be serious because the internet is very fickle. The internet is very fickle. As quickly as you go, you could go right back away. So who knows, man? Shout out to Megas with the 48 months. I appreciate you. You said a lot of your favorite MR weapons are more underground though. Ka, Mike, Mac Homie. Yeah, I know about Mac Homie. AB, J Jizzle, what up? What up? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if New York can take it back. But I was literally just talking with AB earlier. And I think this response is great. But Ray Vaughn by himself already killed Joey. You know, I respect the response, man, but the West Coast is too powerful right now, man. They have the momentum, so it'll be very hard for Joey to essentially do the same thing that Drake was doing, this 20v1. Like, I don't know if he's truly ready for that. Especially, I mean, you got Rayvon who came out the gate. They said I'm not too familiar with Rayvon by himself, like his individual music, but Daylight I'm definitely familiar with because I watch a lot of battle rap. So I know about Daylight, and I know his pen is probably one of the best pens in existence. So Daylight response was cool, but Rayvon kind of hit the people. Rayvon definitely hit the people there. Like that man was spitting. So I think both. I mean, I think Rayvon again by himself. Like even if Daylight didn't respond as well, I think he would have beat Joey. But Daylight was really good as well. I think Daylight probably just from that response would have been on par a little bit more with Joey here. But overall, I think that Joey, if we're just counting like round 1, 2-ish, then you know that this is because I'm gonna make this round 1 because it's kind of hard to tell. Because again, the first song that Joey said wasn't a diss. You know, it wasn't like I'm dissing one person. You know, he just had one line, and now this is kind of turned into something, or we'll see if this will turn into something. So, man, well, it's exciting though. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. Did we talk about NWA line? We touched on it briefly. Best thing to be produced was his rap, man. He loved rap so much. I hope it truly represents a shift in the culture. I hope so. So I hope people really start listening. Last year was full of the casual fans, which was very upsetting to me because it just got way out of hand and people just lost sight of what a rap battle was. I mean, Drake himself has clearly lost sight of what a rap battle was, and now he's suing. He's on his Karen stuff. So like, it's getting really messy here. And I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Like, are we going to diss people or not? Like, if you got a problem with somebody, you a rapper, that's how you handle it. You know, it's either handling it on wax or you're gonna go out and, you know, and throw the hand to run the fair one, or, you know, worse, which again I don't condone, but you know, those are only 2 ways to handle. So forget all this internet stuff. What up, Jameson? Start playing Onimusha Warlords. You having a blast? Interesting. You're not tapping in hip hop right now, besides Kendrick, who's coming out the West right now. I mean, it's a lot of underground folks, and AB could talk about that a lot more than I can. I don't know who's next up. Out there. But Kendrick did put on a lot of people, though. He did put on a lot of people, especially with his last project. So I don't know if anyone has caught the momentum per se after the Kendrick cosigns and the features, but they have some potential. They definitely have the potential. Then Drake hosts a URL show. He did. At one point, Drake was damn near fully funding URL because they had that deal with Caffeine. I don't know if y'all were paying attention, Lacey. I don't know if y'all watch battle rap, but before Caffeine went away, Drake was fully involved in bringing URL smack to Caffeine, and that's for, what was it, a year or maybe 2 years? They had all of those pay-per-view events for free on Caffeine. That was Drake's doing right there. He set that up. So, like I said, Drake is, you know, and outside of URL, Drake has also been a huge proponent of King of the Dot, which is the Canadian battle rap league. So King of the Dot is also very popular. So Drake has, you know, I'm not gonna take that away from him. He has been involved in battle rap. He even hosted an event at his house, at his compound. You know, a smaller event that had like 2 or 3 battles. So he's done things in the rap battle culture. So that's why, again, going back to him, I hate to, you know, continue talking about this, but it's just very, very weird to me that for someone who, you know, seemingly, because he said, you know, I study battle rap. For someone who studies battle rap and has been to these events and has hosted these events and has invested into these events and platforms, you run and go tell after you got your feelings hurt because the internet is calling you a PDF and you feel like there's some conspiracies against you. You're trying to conspire to get you up out of here and defame your name. That's why I'm just super confused about that. You know, that just doesn't happen. I have heard some very, very terrible things that battle rappers have said to each other. I've been watching battle rap for a very long time. I mean, Murder Mook. I watched that Murder Mook battle that he just had, and he still like they're still using the F word freely. Like they don't care. And because people don't watch battle rap like that, like if the general public caught on to it, there'd probably be some problems and they'll be trying to cancel some people, but they're still using the F word. You know, it's wild. I was like, dang, like they just out the gate, like don't care at all. And there's no consequences. I feel like that's one of the only spaces where they can still use the F word. And it's just like, all right, cool. Like nobody bats an eyelash. But yeah, Murder Mook battle Arsenal. Arsenal talked about this man, Murder Mook's mother, an entire round. Talked about this man's mother who passed away the entire time. Arsenal was known as a disrespectful battle rapper. So like people expect that from him. But even, you know, it was even some point they were like, dang, like Arsenal talking about his mom. And it was some people that were like, but I'm like, again, I've heard worse. I've heard worse. They be calling each other all types of bitches and hoes. Be talking about they girl, be talking about they mamas, they daddies, talking about their whole family. That's the whole point, is to be disrespectful. So again, you know, what's the difference between battle rapping where you're right across from your opponent and you're going 3 rounds to diss tracks, which again has been around for a long time. You know, you got to get your issue off. What's the difference? You know, that's why it's very weird. It's very weird. But back to Joey. I hope that this turns into something. We'll see if we get more responses on the other side. Maybe Ray Vine got something else in the clip. Maybe Daylight got something else in the clip. Maybe someone else. Maybe someone else on the West Coast has something, man. That Joey better be happy. Absol ain't say nothing. I heard trying to get Lux to write for him for a while. Drake was present at the DNA disaster battle. Yeah, like I say, he's been at these events, man. You should get on to write like Tay Rock or Aver. Danny Myers, he dissed wrecked everybody. I'm saying, man, like people like Tay Rock dissed Danny Myers, and then Tay Rock and Danny Myers battle. He was dissing his wife the whole time, like, and you know, some I'm like, dang, man, they ain't going that far. So I don't know, man. It's just very strange, very strange. But yeah, I'm excited about this. Hope that this turns into something, man. But most of all, I'm hoping that Joey does drop another project. He said 2025 music, so maybe he has something that's almost ready to go. So that's my take on it. Great track. Loved both of the instrumentals here. Loved the production. The rapping was super on point. So yeah, Joey sounds like he's ready. Sounds like he's ready.